Good morning, everyone. Our topic for today's discussion is important schemes and policies for rural development. Before discussing the important schemes and policies, let us first briefly discuss about Ministry of Rural Development. See, the vision and mission of ministry is sustainable and inclusive growth of rural India through a multi-pronged strategy for eradication of poverty by increasing livelihoods, opportunities, providing social safety net and developing infrastructure for growth. The Ministry of Rural Development consists of two departments, Department of Rural Development and Department of Land Resources. This ministry has been acting as a catalyst affecting the change in rural area through implementation of wide spectrum of programs which are aimed at poverty alleviation, employment generation, infrastructure development and social security. So coming back to the policies and schemes, let us first talk about Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act. So as this act aims at enhancing the livelihood security of people in rural area by guaranteeing 100 days of wage employment in financial year to rural household whose adult members volunteer to do unskilled work. The central government bears the full cost of unskilled labor and 75% cost of material. The rest is borne by the state government. It is demand-driven social security and labor law that aims to enhance the right to work. The Ministry of Rural Development, Government of India, in association with state government, monitors the implementation of the scheme. The agriculture and aligned activity constitute more than 65% of work taken up under the program. Next is Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana. It was launched in December 2000 for providing connectivity through a single all-weather road to the eligible unconnected habitations as per core network with a population of 500 person in a plain area and 250 person and above in state with difficult terrain, desert area, tribal and backward districts. The program also provides for upgradation of existing through road and major rural links. E-Mark software for maintenance of road has been developed and it's being rolled out in all the states. Then comes Deen Dayal Antyodaya Yojana, National Rural Livelihood Mission. It was launched in 2011. Deen Dayal Antyodaya National Rural Livelihood Mission aims at mobilizing rural poor household into self-help groups in phased manners and provide them long-term supports such that they diversify their livelihood, improve their income and quality of life. Major components: promotion of sustainable institutions of the poor, ensuring access to financial service, promote diversified livelihoods opportunities for poor in farm and non-farm sector, promotion of skill development and access to jobs, promotion of social inclusion, social development and human development. All automatically included household and all household with at least one derivation as per social, economic and caste census 2011 data constitute the target group of the scheme. The list of rural poor is also validated by participatory identification of poor, which is further vested by Gram Sabha. Then is Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Gramin. In this context of government's priority for housing for all by 2022, the erstwhile rural housing scheme has been restructured into Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Gramin, which came into effect from 1st April 2016. This scheme aims to provide a pakka makan with the basic amenities to all the houseless households and household living in kacha and dilapidated house by 2022. This scheme enables construction of quality house by the beneficiary using local material design and trained mason. Then is Deen Dayal Upadhyay Gramin Kaushal Yojana. Launched in 2011, it is a placement linked skill development program for wage employment, skill development through rural self-employment and training institution, enable a training to take bank credit, start his or her own micro enterprise. Some such trainees may also seek regular salaried jobs. At present, RSETIS offers training in 61 vocations classified under 4 category area wise: agriculture, processing, product manufacture and general entrepreneurship development program. Then comes National Social Assistant Program. Launched in 1995, National Social Assistant Program is targeted at any such person who has little or no regular means of subsistence from his or own source of income or financial support from family member or other source to be identified by state or union territories. At present, National Social Assistance Program include 5 sub-scheme as its component, that is Indira Gandhi National Old Age Pension Scheme, Indira Gandhi National Widow Pension Scheme, Indira Gandhi National Disability Pension Scheme, National Family Benefit Scheme and Anuparna. So that's all for today. We will talk more about these schemes in upcoming videos. Thank you for watching.